Hello, hello.
Hello.
I'm just gonna drop my stuff right here, if that's okay. Alright.
What's up, Ken?
Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet
Shut
you.
up, brother.
Ken, just say your first and last name for audio, please.
Sure, Ken Lombardi.
Lombardi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Lombardi. Alright, great.
No relation, right?
Oh, no, I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just hoping you could tell me about a little bit how you got involved with this production.
How did I get involved in this production? How did I get involved in this production? I'm just playing with you. I was waiting for you to say something. What happened was I wanted to do something independent, and my manager had gotten this script from Jonathan's people and said she loved it. I read it, I loved it, and said if I'm going to do something independent, I want to do something quality, and this has some quality to it. I think Jonathan did an excellent job with this movie.
So now the film takes place summer '94.
Yeah.
Were you were around New York at the time?
We were in L.A.
Okay.
Actually promoting our first album, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
And a lot of things was going on. It was like everything was brand new. It was fresh, you know. People recognizing, asking for autographs and things. So, you know, I was still geek, not as jaded as I am now. And, I mean, if you ask anybody and you reference back to the 90s, they say it was like a golden era for hip-hop, whereas the music really mattered and, you know, aware. And I wouldn't say exactly conscious, but it was more or less like people actually cared what came out their mouths. It wasn't just, okay, I'm going to do this hook real fast, and then I'm going to get me some radio airplay because I'm going to talk. No, it's crazy now.
So it was not just about the sound, it was also about the more message-oriented.
Not even message, it was
Yeah.
more lyricism. It was like it challenged people to actually think and look at these metaphors like he's a genius for putting those two words together like that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow.
Because if you can't preach to everybody. I mean, Public Enemy had their run, and I love Public Enemy, one of my favorite groups of all time. But if everybody would have came out with that vibe right there, I don't think hip-hop would be where it's at right now, you know?
So you'd say it's more commercialized now?
Oh, it's definitely more commercialized. It was commercialized back then, too, but, you know, we had more real stuff in front of that to, you know, block that out. You can't have this and not have that, you know what I mean? You still had, like, even though we were grimy and didn't wear the jewelry, look at Biggie and them. They had the jewelry, the cars, and all that, so you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
It's all part of the culture.
So now, how do you see kind of your future in the music world? Do you think you're gonna do more acting, or?
I plan on doing more music. I love doing the music. I don't care if I didn't get paid for it. You know what I mean? I may be one of those dudes like Tom Waits in somebody's smoky lounge on the piano, but rapping. Yeah. It's just something about music, man. I mean, acting. I think Olivia put it best. I read one of her interviews, and she said that, you know, if you really look, it's silly. If you really look at acting, it's silly because you have grown people playing pretend. So when you put it in that light, music all the way, brother.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah, music all the way.
Yeah. So now your role in the film, you're playing. It's like a drug. Just a weed.
Drug counselor, yeah, drug dealing counselor.
Yeah,
yeah, he's sort of
trying
like a
to
drug
find,
dealing
yeah.
counselor. You know, but Luke is basically, he's just trying to find himself. And when you're at that age, anybody that's in your close vicinity, you know, you're gonna ask them for advice. And with Percy, the way I seen Percy was, of course, he's more than just the drug dealer. He doesn't see himself as doing anything wrong. This is his culture. This is what they do. So in his eyes, he's not doing anything wrong. Hates Giuliani. And the reason why him and Luke have such a rapport is the fact that when you're a drug dealer, who can you trust? So when you find somebody you can trust, you tend to be loyal to him and hold on to him. So he holds on to Luke because he knows he can trust him. And that's rare in his business. Yeah.
So and then what else was I gonna say? So yeah, do you think like the film took a really kind of anti-Giuliani stance, or do you think it was just reflecting?
I think the references to Giuliani were more comedic than anything else, but you know, comedy always has a bit of truth to it, and I don't know not one New Yorker that, you know, really like this dude, man. I had no problem with Giuliani. I just thought that, police had more rights than anybody in the city when he was mayor. You know what I mean? And he did do his good, but I'm not going to knock the dude. There's a reason why his name is in this film, and his work spoke for itself. So there's nothing I can say about Giuliani that the people in this film don't already know.
So, can you kind of talk about what you hope people will get out of seeing this film? And do you think, the most important thing is...
That's always bugged me out when people ask that question, like, what are you going to get out of this film? I hope just, 2.5 hours of just entertainment, you know what I mean? Pure entertainment. Something they can walk away with and be like, you know what, I'm going to go get the BIGLP, or... next time Mayor Giuliani does a speaking somewhere, I may just stand up and boo him, and who knows, Hopefully people will just say, I saw a great movie, boom.
Yeah, that's a great answer right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
nice
bro.
to meet you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
And